So here we are in what we are calling the surf shack. We've made this structure so we can make surfboards here. Depends on where you are, how you do it, but I would suggest trying to contain the dust. That's the plastic. We've got the vent out, pulling the dust out, and this lighting is typical to surfboard fabrication, sort of the height of the surfboard to accentuate any problems on the board. You can see your outlines, so when you're sanding you can see everything better. We've got plenty of power for your various tools that you'll be seeing while we're doing this, and we've got a way to attach the planer to get some of the bigger chunks into the trash right away. And normally when I'm in here I always wear the right type of respirator because there's always dust floating around in here, but for the sake of the video I'm going, so you can understand me, I'm not going to do that right now. So, cut. Okay, so we very carefully pinned our template to the blank. You want to avoid going too deep into the blank with the pins because that may create problems. And then you carefully mark along the blank on the template the whole board. And you flip over your template. Again, precision matters. And you copy your mirror image onto the other side of your blank. And cut. Quick one. Ready? Unpin your template. And here you have your basic outline on your blank. And as I said earlier, this one, we were trying to maximize using all of the foam on this particular blank, and as you can see, we're doing a good job here. Our outline is all the way to the edge, so no waste. That's good. What I do is score along this line with an X-Acto very carefully. Things really start to matter here. And just very lightly go along your outline and create a groove for you to go in. The first time I did this, I didn't do it very precisely, thinking that it would all come out in the sanding. But what I'm trying to get across here is actually the more precise you do this, the less sanding there is, and just the better it is in the end. So really take your time making this perfect. And cut. So I've gone through and I've scored a line with my X-Acto blade to make a little groove, and then I take a bigger knife. I'm using, I don't know what kind of knife this is, your basic knife, and I just keep cutting along my line through and through, and I'll keep doing this until I'm all the way through. Takes a few minutes, and once you've done that, then you can go through and cut your wooden parts, the stringer with a little saw like this. This is like a little handy saw from Japan. Makes getting into the wood stringer, the tight things, a very fine kerf there for a nice precise cut. And you keep going until it's all through. And it's through, I think. Perfect. Now save this part in case you want to send your board to Uncle Steve. You can put that back on there and it's good for shipping. And now we take this part. This is a little bit trickier. And we saw through the stringer like so. And cut. Okay, so we've got our blank completely cut out. And we're going to plane it down now. You could do all of this by hand, but that would be really time consuming and probably really boring. And I've never done it. I just went ahead and ordered this is from Clark Foam, a wood planer that's been modified for foam. There's several versions like this. I bet a wood planer, not even modified, would work okay too. And we sort of rigged this up to some tube to catch the dust. And on this one, this is a nice thick short little, this is going to be a fish shape. So what we're going to try to do is plane very little off of it because we want to keep the board very thick. Like the planer has several different ways of adjusting it, and I'm going to try to make sure that not that much comes off. So here we go.
To bring up ear and eye protection.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Like just now, I should have been wearing eye protection and I should have been wearing ear protection. At all times, keep that in mind. As you can see, we planed this off as very little, but we're into the soft part of the foam, and because of this curve here, we're going to have to do something, go across, which is bad, but that's just there's no way to get around it. So we're gonna do that.
With the hand plane?
No, with this one. And then we're gonna turn it over and continue on with that. So what we've tried to do is to just plane things off evenly, the same amount of strokes on each side to get us to the softer core of the foam. And then the real shaping begins by hand. Oh, there's the foam. I better go get it.